Hello again, boys and girls. It's the Killer Nacho again, and I have present you another Wi-Fi battle. I'm finally back from college, and for at least the winter break, and I come back playing False Innocence, who is a rival team leader on the Pojo forums. So this one's going to be a good one. She leads with Aerodactyl as well, and we both start off with Stone Edge. It's kind of annoying in the beginning part of here because she wins the first two speed ties. And then I finally win a speed tie with Stone Edge and miss, so the battle definitely didn't start off too good. But we did both set up some stealth rocks, and that's going to haunt our teams for most of the battle. So I'm thinking about who I want to switch in, because I haven't used my team in forever, and I switch in Lucario for the extreme speed. I thought he would let us stay in, because, you know, it's going to die if it tries to switch in because of the stealth rocks anyway, but it doesn't let me kill it, and that's whatever. And I do some damage to Heatran, and that's cool. So I go into Gyarados expecting the fire move or the earth power, and I get the earth power, which is nice, so it doesn't affect Gyarados. So he's switching into Celeb as I Dragon Dance, and I probably should have switched out here, but you know I'm kind of a noob because I haven't played in forever. So I just taunt it, which is actually a good prediction on my part because it tries to Leech Seed me. And then I Dragon Dance again, and I'm thinking it's going to be a 2-hit KO with Stone Edge now, but unfortunately my first Stone Edge misses, and that sucks. So already the second miss for me in this battle, which is never good. So I stay in and just do damage to it. And, as you can see, it wouldn't have been a 2-hit KO anyway. That's annoying. But it would have been almost dead, I guess. Blah. I would have had more options than now. So I switch in Heatran. And I go with the Earth Power, trying to get his Heatran, but it didn't hit, and it runs right into a Bronzong. I hate Bronzong, so I go into Celebi because they can stall Bronzongs. But he goes into Heatran, and Heatran takes damage. And of course I'm afraid of the Fire Blast, but I think he's going to try Earth Power again to hit my Heatran. But unfortunately his Fire Blast, he does use Fire Blast, and it hits right into my Azelf, and I'm like, crap. So I go into my Heatran now, knowing he has to switch. And I go with Fire Blast, so I can, like, this is an expected move to hit maybe the Bronzong, but or the Celebi, but he goes into Gyarados. But fortunately I burn it, so actually I can 2-hit KO this thing, which is nice. So I just keep Heatran in and go with a Fire Blast. And that's cool. Because now Heatran's dead. Or, sorry, Gyarados is dead. So he goes into his Heatran. I decide to go with the Fire Blast again, thinking, you know, maybe he'll go with the Fire Blast, and we can burn it, and then I can burn his Fire Blast PP away. But I made a dumb play because he just stays in and does Earth Power. I was thinking he'd predict the switch into Celebi, or, I guess, Lucario. But, now I do go into Celebi, knowing he's stuck on Earth Power. And the only chance I really have is to get a whole bunch of Calm Minds off, so he can't KO me with Fire Blast. So this portion is just, I Leech Seed the Electivire. Thankfully he doesn't get any freeze hacks in all of this, and he just whacks me with Ice Punch as I Calm Mind and heal with Recover. It's just a long, boring part. Now, I will say that, I think I still got it, because I did some damage calculations during this part. Like I knew I would survive the second hit. You'll see what I'm talking about. So, I'm thinking, and I decided to Calm Mind here, because I did some damage calculations, and discovered I can survive 2 Ice Punches, which is cool. So now I got an extra Calm Mind there. So I don't know, I was just proud of myself about that. As you can see, I survived 25. That was not unexpected. And I'm still off to a good start, and pretty much this lasts until Electivire dies to the Leech Seed. So this is probably the most boring part of the battle, but it's actually a really important turning point, because after this, Celebi becomes a major problem for her. And this shows you how good a Celebi is in the proper hands. This is the turning point of the battle. Previously, she was oninating, she was getting all the luck, all the good predictions. She was just playing an amazing game, but this is the turning point, I think. So I get the last recover, and Electivire dies, and she brings in Heatran, and I'm pretty sure I'm 50-50. Can I survive it or not? I decide not to run the calculation. You guys can tell me if I'm going to survive it or not. But she explodes anyway, and Celebi takes damage, but I survive, which is awesome. And my Psychic, of course, misses. If I had recovered there, it would have been amazing. But I can't even predict that. I thought she'd just go with the Fire Blast. Now I do recover as she tries to Gyro Ball me. And I was thinking maybe I could survive another earthquake or another explosion from this point. But see, I'm a noob right now. I should be running damage calculations on things like this. But a noob like me doesn't, and it explodes and kills my Celebi. Yeah. But I do know that all she has left is the Celebi and the pretty much already KO'd Aerodactyl. So I go into Luke, and I'm pretty sure the Celebi doesn't have Psychic because I saw the Grass Knot. So I use the Swords Dance as she recovers, and 2 crunches, and that thing's dead, and Grass Knot's not going to do a thing to Lucario. And after that, Aerodactyl comes in and dies. So good game, False Innocence. Rate, comment, subscribe, everybody on YouTube. And the Killer Nacho is back. Good game.